Yeah, it's time. Vegan gains before and after. Let's do this. All right, y'all. So I found these old clips and still images in that grade A under A video criticizing vegan gains from 4 years ago, which has like 6 million views. Really one of the first videos going in on vegan gains, but definitely not the last. So you guys can see where he was 4 years ago. And recently, there's been some people saying that Richard hasn't made any gains over the last 4 years. The dude is depleted or deficient. The vegan diet failed him. A lot of talk out there. Let's see what they're saying.
So with respect to Richard's arms, he's made zero physical progress despite being a bodybuilder for the last 4.5 years.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So, I don't know. Richard had a workout video up a couple weeks ago. Why don't we roll some footage from that so you guys can see what he looks like right now and be the judge for yourself? Because quite frankly, it looks like he went from his early 20s when he was, skinny, boyish physique, and has filled out into more of a grown man frame, body frame, looking a little bit more substantial. Now, not everybody on YouTube is running around at 6% body fat, Kino body style, looking like intermittent fasting type lifestyle. Not everybody's doing that, man. And that might not even be coincidental with your goals and your fitness goals. But I think one of the most interesting things that I found and want to speak on in this video is about the impact that someone can have by just putting themselves out there. Because let's be real, Richard's not the biggest bodybuilder. He's not a competitor level physique athlete, 6% body fat, but he's inspired a lot of people to improve their diet, to go vegan, to make the connection between health and diet, and beyond that, to make the connection between ethics and diet. And both of those are big steps that a lot of people are just starting to make. And YouTube, being at the advent of it really blowing up within the last 4 years or so, we're seeing what kind of impact people can have if they're willing to put themselves out there and speak their mind and share their experiences. Now, case in point, guys, who got Richard started on YouTube? That's an interesting question. And he was doing an Ask Me Anything the other day, and somebody was sharp enough to ask that question. Hey man, what made you get started on YouTube? How'd you get the knowledge to come with all these nutritional videos and speak out against some of the stuff that was prominent on YouTube? What got you started? And of course, he said Michael Greger, but there's one channel that he mentioned that was kind of a surprise to me. And I think many of you guys know that channel, but I'm gonna let him tell y'all right now. So we're gonna roll that clip. You can see what influenced Richard to get started with that nutritional knowledge on YouTube.
I wanted to know how you got most of your nutritional knowledge. What are some good sources to always get info? So, let's see. I guess I started by watching Plant Positive and Dr. Michael Greger on YouTube, and then from there I just continued to do more and more research on my own. I'd say check out Plant Positive's YouTube channel, a really great source of information. He has a lot of videos. You can learn a lot from that. And check out nutritionfacts.org. For the most part, I'd agree with what Dr. Michael Greger says. There's some videos, like especially on weirder fringe topics, where I disagree, but on major health issues like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, his videos are usually spot on. So I'd say start with those two sources. Dr. Neil Bernard also has his own website and his own YouTube channel. You can also check that out. And Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, another good source of information. He has his own website, and he's done a few TED Talks as well. So, yeah, and all these people also have books. Dr. Michael Greger has the book How Not to Die. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn has the book How to Treat and Reverse Heart Disease. Dr. Neil Bernard has a book Reversing Diabetes. So all these people have books as well that you could read. So I hope that helps, Banana Bill, and appreciate the donation.
Yup, plant positive. The primitive nutrition playlist, the primitive response, nutrition past, present, and future, all of that stuff. You guys know. Many of y'all have seen it. Many of y'all might not know. It's a deep dive nutrition presented in kind of a grand rounds format. I have a feeling dude might be a doctor, doesn't want to jeopardize his career, remained anonymous, hasn't posted videos in 5 years, too busy to do it, had to go into a mental and physical deficit to create all that content, and I think a lot of us creators out there know what that's about. But we're still driven. And the reason I want to bring this up, guys, is it's like ripples in a pond, man. You never know what impact you might have if you put yourself out there and speak on it, and especially when you're talking about something as important as people's health, public health, making an ethical connection with the food that you eat. That's a big deal. And it's like throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples reach out and they touch people, they influence people, and they might even get people that impetus that they need to push forward and start creating content of their own and inspire thousands and thousands of people, man. So that's the story of Richard Burgess, Vegan Gains, before and after. You know, beyond just his physique, we're talking about mentally getting the knowledge, skipping that college, just skipping the $40,000 cost where they're not even going to show you all those studies that are in plant positive or whatever. They're not even going to show you all that stuff, and then just going straight to the people with it. And you can criticize that methodology all that you want, but it's today's world, and people are putting their eyeballs on the screen right now, not listening to some college professor. So you got to look at what new media is and how people are being influenced. But that's really another topic. But if you don't know who Plant Positive is, what I want to do is leave a link in the description of this video so you can check that out. And if there are any small YouTubers that you guys are watching, what I want y'all to do is give them a shout out in the comment section at the bottom of this video. That's what I want to hear, is what vegan YouTubers are under 10,000, under 25,000 subscribers that you guys are watching that are really coming up. I could think of a few to give a shout out to, and I have been doing that recently. I'd rather do dedicated videos when I can, so I'm not going to mention anybody's name right now, but let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below, and I'll chop it up with you and let you know if I'm vibing with those channels or not. Because it's new media, guys, and this is where we're reaching people. This is how we cast the ripples into the pond and get people to wake up to the choices that they're making. So I could say more on it, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there. And if you guys want some more entertainment, I'm gonna put a thumbnail right over here to a video about Vegan Gains going to war with Primal Edge Health and Dr. Greger getting mixed up in all that.